Oh, here we go. Again, for introduction purposes, my name is Todd Wilchin. I am the chair of the county board. On my left, fellow commissioners Jennifer Brinkman and Deb Shore. On my right, Commissioner Roma Amundsen and Vice Chair Commissioner Bill Avery. Joining us today from the County Attorney's Office is Mr. David Durbin. From the County Clerk's Office, the County Clerk Dan Nolte and Kelly Lundgren. And our Chief Administrative Officer, Carrie Egan, is also with us this morning, as well as the Deputy Chief Administrative Officer, Ms. Ann Ames. Please stand and join me with stating the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mr. Clerk, please start the agenda.
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, a copy of all material to discuss today's open meeting is available from the county clerk's staff. The material can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Agenda item 1 are minutes. Approval of minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on Tuesday, May 2nd, 2017.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from the Board of Commissioners meeting held last Tuesday, May 2nd. Any discussion or corrections? Please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next are claims. Approval of all claims processed through May 9th, 2017.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the claims process through May 9th. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 3 is a special presentation. This is the Commissioner's Award of Excellence. The April winner is Chris Badani, County Engineering in the category of productivity.
Good morning.
Morning. My name's Chad Packard. I'm bridge engineer for Lancaster County.
Would you like me to read that?
I was going to read. I made a
Okay.
condensed version,
Okay.
interest of time. Today, I wanted to honor Chris Podani, engineering tech and / bridge inspector, for his hard work on the first bridge. When Chris was assigned the duty of being the lead inspector on the construction of the new bridge on Firth Road over the middle branch of the big Nemaha River, he was no doubt fully aware of the 12-hour days, weekends, and holidays he would be working. He knew the 60-hour work weeks and restless nights would come without any additional compensation. He realized he would be sacrificing time with his ever-growing brood of grandchildren. This wasn't the first bridge Chris had overseen construction for Lancaster County in his 28 years with the engineering department. Each, however, always seemed to come with their own unique set of challenges, and this one would prove to be no different. Before the project had hardly even begun, there was the unearthing of 2 massive concrete abutments from a bridge built in 1928, long since buried and forgotten, only to be rediscovered and found to be in direct conflict with the new construction. There was the less than desirable soil characteristics of the site, making the pounding of the 3,010 linear feet of concrete pile providing support for the new bridge into the ground excessively difficult. The consequence of these hard driving conditions for Chris was months of long days being spent with hot oil raining down on him as he stood beneath the pile hammer, diligently taking the measurements necessary to ensure that each and every pile is capable of supporting the load it is expected to carry. There were also the inevitable rain delays, unexpected equipment breakdowns, and challenging coordination of construction activities, always looming overhead, threatening to delay the meeting of important completion dates. Despite these setbacks, Chris worked tirelessly together with the contractor and his subcontractors to provide the highest quality of structure possible while ensuring the most efficient use of taxpayer dollars to deliver a bridge that will serve the public well for the next 100 years, long after all of us are gone. When you're the sole county employee on a bridge construction site, you are obviously going to get a lot more complaints from an inconvenienced and frustrated public than you are thank yous. After 28 years of stoic self-sacrifice and perseverance, Chris is very deserving of a long overdue thank you. Chris, thank you for all you do to keep everyone who uses the bridges in Lancaster County safe.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Chris Bodani from the County Engineer's Office, and I thank the commissioners for this award. I've had a lot of good coworkers, past and present, that also can share in this, and a lot of mentors here at the county, so I have a lot to be thankful for. Thanks.
Chris, you don't get away quite that quickly. Thank you so very, very much for your dedicated service for 28 years, for the efficiency and the responsible use of taxpayer dollars, for the concern that you have for the safety of the traveling public. And I was reading the description of what you did with the corrosive nature of the soil, the abutments that had to be destroyed. This was definitely a challenging project, wasn't it?
Yeah, sure was.
Yeah. Well, I thank you for all of your work. And do we need to take a picture? Oh, you can get a picture too.
Get Chad in there too.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your.
Well, and Chris, you did mention the other challenging part of the project, which is when we did the ribbon cutting, and it was 20 below zero, wind chill of about 50 with sleet, and we stood out there and celebrated that moment and all your hard work, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you have anything, Ms. Dingman?
Pam Dingman, Lancaster County Engineer. I would just like to thank Mr. Packard and Mr. Podani for all the work they've done. It takes a lot of people who are really dedicated to our bridges, to ensuring the safety of Lancaster County residents. And these two gentlemen go above and beyond, putting in weekends and evenings to make sure that we're moving the bar forward.
And we're thankful for their service very much. Thank you.
Next is number 4, public hearings. 4A is a manager application for Zachary Tyson in connection with a Class IK liquor license for Hillcrest Country Club at 9401 O Street, Lincoln, Nebraska.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open this public hearing. The first one regarding the manager application for Zachary Tyson.
I want you to raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
If you could introduce yourself and,
I'm Zach Tyson. I'm the Assistant General Manager at Hillcrest Country Club.
okay, and can you tell us a little bit about the application?
Yeah, Andy Reitz, our General Manager, has worked at Hillcrest for about 17 years, and he took a position at Champions Run up in Omaha. So I'm the senior-most manager at Hillcrest. I'll be interviewing for the full-time position as General Manager, probably ending here in about 3 weeks. We've got a committee set to finalize that, but I've been there for 9 years. I've been the beverage manager for about 3 years, and then I became the assistant general manager for the following 6. So I'm well aware of the operation and kind of the rules and regulations of the county. So,
Are there any questions for Mr. Tyson? No, Commissioner Shore?
So we will be seeing you throughout the summer then with the special use permits and the designated license for your events at the club.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you, Mr. Tyson. Is there anyone else in the audience to testify in support of this application? Anyone here to testify in opposition or in the neutral capacity? Okay, I'll go ahead and close this public hearing for the manager application for Zachary Tyson. Please, we can move on to the correlating item.
This is under number 5, new business, a resolution regarding the corporate manager liquor license application of Zachary Tyson in connection with a Class IK liquor license for Hillcrest Country Club at 9401 O Street, Lincoln, Nebraska.
Move approval. Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the corporate manager liquor license application of Zachary Tyson. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 4B is a county text amendment number 16016 to amend Article 18 of the Lancaster County zoning regulations relating to special height and use near airports to modify requirements for height permits.
Okay, good morning. I'm going to open up the public hearing for the county text amendment number 16016.
Can I go ahead and swear you in here? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes. Rachel Jones, Planning Department. This is an amendment to Article 18 of the county zoning ordinance on airport zoning regulations. And we discussed these in detail at the pre-briefing, so I'd be happy to answer any additional questions if you have them.
Are there any questions? Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Is there anyone else in the audience to testify in support of the county text amendment number 16016? Anyone to testify in opposition or in the neutral capacity? Okay, I'll go ahead and close this public hearing. Please move to the correlating item, Mr. Clerk.
This is under new business. 5B is a resolution regarding county text amendment number 16016, amending Article 18 of the Lancaster County zoning regulations relating to special height and use near airports to modify requirements for height permits.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the county text amendment number 16016. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. C is a request for a one-time cash award in amount of $500 for Nathan Atkins, County Corrections Employee of the Year.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve a one-time cash award to Nathan Atkins. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 5D is a ninth amendment to disproportionate share hospital intergovernmental transfer agreement with the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services. Found at County Contract C-8-151, the amendment renews agreement for an additional 1 year from July 1st, 2017 through June 30th, 2018.
Good morning, Sarah with Lincoln Lancaster Human Services. This is an agreement between us and Health and Human Services to pay Health and Human Services when we get clients who go to 3 facilities in Lincoln, those being CHI Health or St. E's, Bryan, West, and East, and then Madonna. They bill us at General Assistance. We wait until the client, until we know that the client's not going to get reimbursed through Medicaid, and then we go ahead and pay that. And we pay it to Health and Human Services, and then they pay it to the hospital in a lump sum. The reason that it's done in this fashion is because these 3 facilities serve a population base of clients who are uninsured that meet the federal standards of this. And so when we pay this to the state, they combine it with payments that they have through Medicaid that they also make to these 3 facilities, and then the feds match that money. So the hospitals are able to recoup some of the money that they're not getting from the uninsured clients. So, any questions on that?
Any questions from Ms. Will? Very good job explaining it. Would entertain a motion?
Move approval. Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to amend the agreement with the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services for the disproportionate share hospital. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. E is a contract between Hallworth, Inc. and Lancaster County using the County of Fairfax, Virginia, U.S. Communities Contract Number 4400033402 to provide office furniture and related services. Term of the contract is from the date of execution to December 31st, 2017, with the option to renew for 3 additional 1-year terms. Pricing will be pursuant to County of Fairfax, Virginia, U.S. Communities Contract. Cost of the county is not to exceed $20,000.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the contract with Haworth, Inc. to provide office furniture and related services. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. F is Computer Matching and Privacy Protection Act agreement between the Social Security Administration and Lancaster County through Lancaster County General Assistance governing the exchange of information between the parties. Term of the agreement is from July 1st, 2017 through December 31st, 2018. There is no cost to the county.
Good morning, Sarah with Lincoln Lancaster Human Services. This is the database that we use in general assistance to verify income of clients who are applying through us for benefits. And so through this database, we're able to pull up their Social Security, see if they have any benefits, see where they're at in the status of applying for benefits.
Are there any questions for Ms. Hoyle?
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the Computer Matching and Privacy Act agreement with the Social Security Administration and Lancaster County General Assistance governing the exchange of information between the parties. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. G is certification of compliance with the information exchange agreement originally executed under County Contract C-9-478 between the Social Security Administration and Lancaster County through the Lancaster County General Assistance. The agreement provides the Lancaster County General Assistance Office with electronic access to Social Security Administration information, records, and data through the Nebraska Health and Human Services System. There is no cost to the county.
And this agreement goes with the agreement that you just approved. Every other year, the Social Security Administration in Kansas City comes to our office through general assistance, so they'll be coming in the latter part of this summer to audit us on how we use their database. And so this is just an agreement with them to ensure that we have the proper safeguards in place to keep the information confidential.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the certification of compliance with the information exchange agreement between the Social Security Administration and Lancaster County. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 5H is an interlocal agreement between the City of Lincoln on behalf of the Lincoln-Lancaster County Health Department and Lancaster County on behalf of the Lancaster County Corrections Community Service Program to conduct roadside litter pickup along county roads by inmates. The city will pay the county based on $50 per mile of roadside litter pickup, not to exceed $5,000 for the period of May 1st, 2017 through December 31st, 2017. Depending on available funding, the parties may agree in writing to provide an additional $2,500 in funding.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is a contract that comes before you every year. For the past 10 or 12 years, we've brought it forward. We have grant funds from the Department of Environmental Quality for cleanup programs, and one of those efforts that we have coordinated with the County Corrections is to do cleanup of roadside ditches, which are done by inmates. The funding here actually pays for the supervision of that in essence and pays a per mile cost of $50 per mile road cleanup. So the contract basically is for cleaning up about up to 100 miles of road. If we have additional funds left over, they can do additional cleanup, which gets about another 50 miles of roads cleaned up. So this is a win-win for all of us. The state assists us through some of the funding that's created through state requirements, and then we pass that along to get the roads cleaned up. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Any questions for Mr. Holmes? Thank you.
All right.
Move approval.
Yes. Oops,
Go ahead.
Did
Oh.
you say that this does not involve prison labor, or it does?
It involves inmates cleaning up the roadside under supervision. Yep.
It's a voluntary program. It's not mandated, but they
Yeah.
always have more inmates volunteer to participate than
Mhm.
we have use for. So they enjoy the opportunity to be out, I guess, on nice days, even though they're working very hard and coming across a wide variety of items.
Yes, definitely.
Any other questions? Okay, we have a motion.
Yeah, move
approve.
approval, yeah.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the interlocal agreement between the City of Lincoln and Lancaster County to conduct roadside litter pickup along county roads. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. I is an agreement between the University of Nebraska at Omaha on behalf of the School of Criminology and Criminal Justice in Lancaster County through the Human Services Department to establish an internship program through Human Services. The term of the agreement is from May 8th, 2017 through May 7th, 2018.
Good morning again, Sarah with Lincoln Lancaster Human Services. Before I get into what this contract will relate to, I just want to say that we have over 100 contracts probably that go through our office, probably way more than that. And you don't really realize or appreciate the work that people put into a contract until a contract almost goes nowhere. And it is, in this case, Dave with the county attorney's office got involved with this and made this happen almost overnight. And so a special thank you to the county attorney's office and to Mr. Durbin for getting us this intern and getting this contract facilitated and signed by all parties that needed to sign it. This contract would allow for us to have an intern through the University of Nebraska at Omaha through their criminal justice department. And you know we have a limited number of staff in our department, and so all the help that we can get, especially with the collaboration with the university, is always a benefit to everybody involved in it. This particular intern is interested in our juvenile diversion program, which is a collaboration between us and the county attorney's office. She'll be helping with the overall juvenile diversion program, but also with our truancy diversion program and our school-based diversion program. In addition, she'll also be helping our pre-adjudication coordinator. And again, that pre-adjudication program that we have is a strong collaboration between us and juvenile probation. Juvenile probation had in their detention screen a mechanism in place to release juveniles when they come into detention at the point of intake, but they never had any way to actually facilitate that process. So a couple years ago, we sat down as a steering committee in our county and really worked together to come up with how we could facilitate this process and make it work between juvenile probation and Lancaster County. And so that is what the pre-adjudication program is about. So juvenile diversion, pre-adjudication. Pre-adjudication, again, supervises youth in the community who would otherwise be in our detention facility. A lot of them have the electronic monitor that they wear to help with that supervision. So, questions?
Very, very good. Any questions for Ms. Hoyle?
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the agreement between the University of Nebraska Omaha and Lancaster County to establish an internship program through Human Services. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. J is an amendment to county contract C-13-317 between Gray Bar Electric Company and Lancaster County using County of Los Angeles, California contract MAIS 1340234-1 for electrical products. The amendment renews the contract from April 1st, 2017 through March 31st, 2018. The estimated cost of the county is not to exceed $15,000.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve or to amend a county contract with Gray Bar Electric Company for electrical products. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. K is an amendment to county contract C-15-219 with D'Angelo Brothers for noxious weed control spraying and mowing for the City of Lincoln landfill. Quote number 5096. The amendment renews the contract from May 19th, 2017 through May 18th, 2018. The cost of the county is not to exceed $10,000.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to amend the contract with the D'Angelo Brothers for noxious weed control, spraying, mowing for the City of Lincoln landfills. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 5L is a space rental agreement between Cornhusker Bank and Lancaster County for the county's legislative retreat on September 14th, 2017.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the space rental agreement with Cornhusker Bank. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. M is unit price quotation from Johnson Controls, Inc. pursuant to County Contract C-17-155 in the amount of $24,590.85 for the supply and installation of a new high-efficiency boiler for county extension.
Good morning, Mr. Walla.
Morning, Bob Walla, County Purchasing Agent. And this is the first unit price contract that we're bringing to you that exceeds the $20,000 threshold, but is under the $50,000 threshold for unit price. And so the way that this worked was anything that was over 20, we would bring to you for final approval after the departments have made a recommendation for award based on the quotes that they received. So Karen did get quotes from, I believe, 4 or 5 different companies, and this was the low bid that she received. And so therefore, we're bringing it to you for the final approval because of the threshold.
Are there any questions for Mr. Walla?
Move approval. Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the unit price quotation from Johnson Controls for the supply and installation of a boiler for county extension. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next is number 6, consent items. Receive and place on file the following reports for April 2017. Assessor Register Deeds, Clerk of the District Court, County Clerk, and County Sheriff. Utility permit number 1540, allowing Windstream Nebraska, Inc. to replace existing copper cable under South 82nd Street from Panama Road South for approximately 1,400 lineal feet. There is no cost to the county.
Move approval of the consent items.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the consent items. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 7 is public comment. Those wishing to speak on items relating to county business not on the agenda may do so at this time. Next is number 8, announcements. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting, including department budget hearings, on Thursday, May 11th, 2017, at 8:30 a.m. in the Bill Luxford Studio of the County City Building. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold their next regular meeting on Tuesday, May 16th, 2017, at 9 a.m. in Room 112 of the County City Building, with the Lancaster County Board of Equalization meeting immediately following. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, May 16, 2017, at 9 a.m. in Room 112 of the County City Building regarding an amusement license application for Roll Crop LLC to hold an outdoor music concert on September 28, 2017, at 701 Southwest 63rd Street, Lincoln, Nebraska. County Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commish@lancaster.ne.gov. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is broadcast live. It is rebroadcast on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays on 5 City TV, cable channel 5. In addition, the meeting may be viewed on the internet at lancaster.ne.gov under 5 City TV, video on demand, or 5 City TV on YouTube.
Move we adjourn?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to adjourn. Please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, that concludes the Board of Commissioners meeting. We will now start the agenda for the Lancaster County Board of Equalization meeting.
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, a copy of all written material to be discussed at today's open meeting is available from the county clerk's staff. The material can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Agenda item 1 are minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Equalization meeting held on Tuesday, April 18th, 2017.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of the Board of Equalization meeting held on Tuesday, April 18th. Any discussion or corrections? Hearing none, please call the roll, Mr. Clerk.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 2 are additions and deductions to the tax assessment rolls.
Move approval of additions and deductions.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the additions and deductions to the tax assessment rolls. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 3 is a public hearing. This is for motor vehicle tax exemption applications, and this includes Christian Church in Nebraska, Christ Lutheran Church, Connecting Point Church of the Nazarene, First Baptist Church, First Lutheran Church, Lincoln and Lancaster County Child Guidance Center, Lincoln Medical Education Partnership, Redeemer Lutheran Church, St. Monica's Home, the Catholic Bishop of Lincoln, and Temple Baptist Church.
Okay, we will open the public hearing for the motor vehicle tax exemption applications. Anyone here to speak in support or opposition or in the neutral capacity for these applications? Seeing none, I will close the public hearing.
Number 4 is action on motor vehicle tax exemption applications.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the motor vehicle tax exemption applications. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 5 is public comment. Those wishing to speak on items relating to County Board of Equalization business not on agenda may do so at this time.
Move we adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, and that concludes our Lancaster County Board of Equalization meeting.